What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another building a No Prep S10 video. So in this one, in the last one, what are we doing in the last one? Oh, we're working on the center section. That's in. Rear end's done. I'll show you guys that whole deal here in a little bit. So I was gonna finish up the front end. Some of you may or may not know, with these stock style spindles right there, you actually have to cut this bracket right here. So when you cut that bracket, to allow for the calipers to work. So I came out here a couple nights ago to do that, and my dad was like, "Yo, little change in plans there, buddy. You can't do that yet." And I was like, "Why?" He's like, "I can't tell you. You can't do it until after Christmas." So obviously I'm getting something for Christmas. So all the stuff on the front end has to come back off, which no biggie. But let me show you what I'm gonna do. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take, the shocks out. I'm gonna take the spindles off. And you see right there where we had to cut the control arm for the long travel to work? I'm gonna take them uppers off. Basically take the whole front end back off. And I'm gonna shave that down. I'm gonna make it look pretty. I'm gonna hit it with some roll bar and chassis black. Kind of just tidy everything up on the front end portion. So the front end, whenever the front end does come in, or the front end parts, I guess, whatever, he fucking got me. When that stuff comes in, I'll be able to put it on, the front end will be done. I've actually got some goodies coming from a bunch of different companies. In the next video you guys see, it'll be all over my unboxing stuff for that. But yeah, so as of right now, guys, and I've got to make a little trip to Cincinnati next week, which I'll bring you guys along for that. I am like 99% sure I have everything to wire this truck except the wiring. So I lucked out on a deal on Facebook Marketplace for switch panel, relay board. I've got all the finishing touches coming from Holley and another company, TRZ. So shout out to them. There's a little mini shout out until all the stuff comes. We can do a cool unboxing video of all the stuff that I got. So yeah, we're just gonna try and tidy up the front end. I do need to finish painting like just a few bars in the actual inside of the truck. It's a very small amount of painting. We can put the seat back in, just kind of get that stuff tidied up. I just realized I gotta get seatbelts and a CO2 bottle and a Mac valve and line for my air launch parachute. I'm glad I just remembered that, because now I gotta order that. But yeah, so once we get all that, really, we're like this close, guys, to being completely ready to be wired. It's just the fact of working on it. Now, before we take a little trip to New Orleans, I do have next week off, so I'll have a lot of time to actually get out here and do some work on it. And it's supposed to be actually pretty warm next week, so I'm pretty excited about that. So I'm gonna touch up some front end stuff, get some stuff back off the front end, and then yeah, go from there on whatever else I decide to do on this thing. It is a very nice, I think like 30 degrees out here right now. No, it's 41. 41's not too bad. It's supposed to be in the 50s next week. So, and I'll be able to work on it during the day, so I'm not freezing my ass off at night. You heard me? So, all right, let's get right into taking the front end apart, and then I'll show you guys what I'm gonna do with it. All right, guys. So I've got the upper control arm off, the spindle. I now know what's going on. I'm not gonna tell you guys because it's pretty badass. But I got the front spindle, or the upper control arm, spindle, the hub. I still got my shock and the lower control arm on there. I didn't see a point in taking that off. There's no point really. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna sand these edges down, get those nice, and then we're gonna hit it with some chassis black just to make it look better, I can already tell. I'm probably not going to like it. I hit it with chassis black. I think I'm going to be able to tell in the sunlight. But hey, this is why we do the channel. This is why we do different stuff here. To teach you guys in the younger generation what not to do. Don't follow our stupidity. So, I really thought that was going to work. I don't know. I might be able to tell the difference in the sunlight, but I could just give him the powder coat and have powder coat. Larry May from Mace Powder Coating do his work on it. I don't know. We'll see how it dries up, and we'll see what it looks like. I mean, the sanding job's not bad. I think I did okay with that. But guys, I'm not a fabricator, okay? I'm not a fabricator, nothing. I'm just here. Alright guys, what is up? So it's after the holidays now, and the last thing you saw was me working on the upper control arms of the truck. That night, I found a huge issue with the front end. It's nobody's fault, it's not Moo's fault, it's not my fault. We were just, when we did this, I think we were just too concerned or too worried about other things, and instead of checking the work that we did. So, not blaming Moo, not blaming anybody else, just an error, which it's easily fixable, and we've got the parts to do that. So, let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So, on the front end here, on the lower control arm, you gotta flip these tabs. So, from TRZ, they come back there. You gotta flip them up on the other side of the bars to make the long travels work. Well, in doing so, when I was working on this the other night, if you pull the lower control arm up, me and Moo didn't catch the fact that you can't adjust the rebound because it's resting on the tabs. And we stuck that bolt in there and welded the tabs on, and lo and behold, guys, I can't get the fucking bolt out now. And we didn't check fitment, and it doesn't line up. So we screwed up there. No big deal. The other side is exactly like that too. So the entire front end basically has to come back apart and be redone. No big deal. Brakes needed to go on, and I got a little Christmas present that I'm going to show you guys here in a second. So a setback, yes. We're coming up to the point to where this truck's getting ready to go get wired, and still got a little bit of stuff to do to be able to make sure it rolls in there. But with the help of some amazing people out there, some amazing companies, that's gonna happen. So I'm gonna show you guys a whole bunch of new stuff for the truck. I'm so excited about it. So let's get right into it. Let me show you guys what I'm working with now. Okay, so here are the new style brackets I was telling you guys about. It's a smaller diameter bar, so it'll be easier for us to get that on there, and then we'll be able to just position it however we need to in order for the shocks to work. I might have to go to a smaller length spring, and I was already thinking about changing springs anyways because I think they're too heavy of a weight of spring. But anyways, with these brackets we'll be able to hopefully do what we need to do. Next thing is I ended up going through Holley for some new stuff. Holley helped me out. As you know, we work real close with Holley. So the first thing that I've got for the truck, I decided to throw my 7-inch screen, sell that, and we're now rocking the 12.3-inch Pro Dash. By far the best dash that Holley has to offer right now. It's freaking huge, as well as just the connectors on the back, making everything easier, right? And there's so much you can do with this Pro Dash. It's out of this freaking world. My 7-inch would not be able to do what this thing does. The 7-inch and the 6-inch are limited to some different things, but the 12-inch by far will be able to do whatever you want it to do. It's absolutely insane. I'm excited I made the switch to the Pro Dash. Everyone's told me I should, but now I'm making the switch. I'm very excited about that. I've also got, I mean, as you guys can somewhat see, all the adapters, connectors, wires, stuff like that is in there. So I can't wait to see this thing on the steering column of the truck. It's going to look badass. The custom background that I'm gonna have made for it too is gonna be freaking awesome. You know, fuel pressure, my nitrous pressure, coolant temp, trans temp, all this stuff. It's going to be able to be displayed. I mean, the options are endless with this screen, which is how big it is. Some people say that they don't like how big it is. I don't really care, as much as you know. Bigger is always better. So, I'm very excited to see what this thing is going to look like after another round of parts come in. So let me show you guys the next couple of things we've got going on around here, alright? Next up, Maven coil brackets. These are the roll bar mount brackets. Those are going to look real good hanging off the down bar. You can put 4 on each one of these. They come with 2. Got those. Next thing, coils. My Holley Smart coils. These are the big wire kit. So I believe it comes with, I think it's 8-gauge wire. That's what makes it a big wire kit, just for better connection and all that stuff. So we've got all the coils we need in here. Boys, we're almost dialed. Okay, we're almost dialed. We're almost ready to go. Those 4 of these will fit on those Maven coil brackets. Thanks to Maven, and also once again thanks for Holley. The smart coils make everything easier. By far, I believe one of the best coils to run in the racing industry. Alright, and the next thing we got is our MSD cam sync. So this takes place of the distributor in the back of the block. Back of the block for Chevys, front of the block for Fords. There you go. It's got the built-in light on there, so you can see whenever it is, I guess you could say, dialed in. Don't fucking hate me for my knowledge, because I'm still learning all this stuff. So that's why whenever the truck goes and gets wired here in about a month, I'm going to try and be there as much as I can to learn everything I can about all of this stuff, because I still don't know a whole lot. So we got the cam sync, and then I also went ahead and got the brand new Holley Retro Bright headlights. These things are freaking awesome. They're brighter than hell, and they're going to go right into the S10, fit perfectly. Typical 5x7 headlight. Boom, right there. I'm going to be able to see the entire track without having track lights on. Sorry if I blind you as I'm going down the track. Did not intend for that to happen. But the next thing I had to show you guys is from... So I actually got this as a Christmas present, but from our good people over at TRZ, really helping your boy out with billet spindles, okay? So this take place of the stock style spindles that I was going to have on the truck, billet. Now on the stock style ones, here I'll show you. On the stock style spindles, you've actually got to cut the stock brackets right there, and there for the caliper to fit on the stock style spindle. Well, on the billet spindles from TRZ, you ain't got to do that. They bolt right up, brother. These things are lighter than hell too. They're so much lighter than the stock style spindles, so TRZ, thank you for that. I've also got their billet bump steer kit as well. That's going to make it real nice, so if we do a wheelie, steering wheel won't shake. It'll also help steering out a lot. TRZ, love you guys. Thank you so much for that. I got another part coming from TRZ as well, but I'll show you guys that later. And then for the grand finale of things, I went to Edgewater yesterday, so today is Thursday. We leave for the pad tonight. I went to Edgewater yesterday, which is Wednesday, to pick up some race wire stuff. So I was going to do a race wire switch panel. Ended up being sent this guy on Marketplace that had a whole bunch of race wire stuff for sale. So we got a nice little switch panel here. We got ignition, engine start, fuel pump, water pump or fan and water pump, trans fan, nitrous arm, purge, bottle heater, headlights and parking lights, dome lights, because it's got 2 LED dome lights built in, as well as another auxiliary switch. So these things are really nice. It's the carbon fiber one, so I'm so glad I was able to find it. And then the last thing is this relay panel from Racewire. This thing is stout. It's already got everything on there for Holley nitrous setup. Look at that thing. Look at that. race wire, your connections for outputs, the Holley nitrous stuff, and switch panel all right there. We've got our fuel pump regulator and a bottle heater, nitrous main regulator, and then another nitrous connection down there. So this thing, we are ready to go wiring wise. Literally the only thing I don't have for the wiring situation coming up is actual wire. So we're set, boys and girls. We are ready. We are getting close, and as I've mentioned before, with the Racetronics, they sent me all of their fuel fittings, fuel line, and all that stuff. So I've got everything to plumb this truck as well. So, boys and girls, we are super close. I think we are a lot closer than I originally thought I am. Ooh, I just fogged up the camera. But anyways, so we're going to the pad. I'm going to wait to work on this thing until we get back. I'm tired. I need to take a nap before we go. Moo will be back over here after the first of the year so we can fix the front end situation. And once we get that fixed, it's just about getting it rolling, getting stuff ready to go, put in the truck, couple of simple things, and we're ready to go get wired. So time is coming quick, boys and girls. We're almost there, and we're almost ready to go. So just wanted to show you guys that. It was going to be somewhat of an interesting video until I found all the problems with the front end. So sorry about that, but hey, if you guys want to see S10 content in the build process, I'm giving it to y'all. See you on the next one. TRZ, Holley. I think, yeah, that's really about it. Thank you guys so much for the help. This means a lot to me. We are going to be absolutely 100% ready to go this year to hopefully knock some heads off. I can't wait. I can't wait to see how it's going to go. I'm really, really excited for it. So, race season's coming up quick, but I'll be ready. We'll be good to go. Be spraying the living fudge out of this motor. So, other than that, y'all, see you on the next one. Peace out. Thanks for watching.